Welcome to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time for my November 2021 collection update. This month I have 30 titles to show you guys, again Blu-rays and 4Ks. So before I cook myself in this heat, let's just get into it. So again, we'll start off with the Blu-rays. Number 17 in the MVD Rewind collection, we have Double Impact, one of my favorite Van Damme movies. Not hard to pick or it is hard to pick a favorite from this era in his career. Great movie, I still enjoy it to this day, and I was rather surprised I got the slipcover for this because it's been out for a while. And that didn't sell out yet, apparently. Well, maybe now it did, but who knows. More MVD Rewind collection, even though I don't collect the collection. Number 23, Polo Young double feature, Blood Fight and Ironheart on one disc. Not great movies. Blood Fight, I did not enjoy that at all. Ironheart is an okay movie. That one makes it worth it to at least keep it in the collection for now. So yeah, Polo Young. From Vinegar Syndrome, I picked up Tiger Claw's Trilogy. Never seen any of these movies before I got it, but Polo Young again and Cynthia Rothrock was enough for me to give it a shot. And this might be a trilogy that you had to have grown up with back when they came out, watching and still enjoying to this day, I guess, because they're again okay movies, nothing great by far. I'm not in a rush to go back to any of these movies. And that's backside. That is the alternate artwork. That is, I with these cases, I'm not gonna take the MRA out because they are so annoying to insert again. I don't know why Vinegar Syndrome does it like this, but it's in there unless I wanna see the movie again. But I did get number 3100 of 5,000. So pretty close to the middle. So yeah, so that, like I said, that's the artwork on the inside, and that's the alternate under that. Also from Vinegar Syndrome, the title I wanted to pick up and then added Tiger Claws to the basket too was TC 2000 Billy Blanks. Enough reason for me to pick it up. But TC2, I've mentioned this before in a previous video. TC 2000 and Expect No Mercy were the two Billy Blanks movies I watched the most. I had a blast with those back in the 90s. And while I haven't rewatched this again, I'm hoping they hold up. But I'm having a hard time imagining they will. So yeah, I haven't been in a rush. Do I ruin my childhood memory of the movie, or do I just stay completely ignorant? So much like Tiger Claws, this is the artwork on the case, and this is the original alternate artwork under that. Then from Criterion, the last Blu-ray in this set, or go around, Once Upon a Time in China, the complete films. Finally, we have Once Upon a Time in China 4 and 5 on Blu-ray. I love this franchise. Once Upon a Time in China 2 is one of my all-time favorite martial arts movies. And I've had these movies on so many editions by now. And yeah, much like Transformers, I'm starting to lose count. I don't believe I ever had them on VHS, but on Blu-ray alone I had separate Hong Kong. Oh, I had the Hong Kong Legends DVDs upgraded to Hong Kong, or Blu-rays from Hong Kong, single edition Blu-rays, and I upgraded them to a Hong Kong box set, and then I upgraded that to another box set from Eureka, and since that didn't include 4 and 5, I upgraded to this Blu-ray box set, and now there's rumors of 4K editions from Criterion too. I don't know if they are true, first and foremost, and I don't have any idea if it's the complete collection or just 1, 2, and 3. But I don't know. But again, I'll be there day one without a doubt if we do get 4K releases. I love that franchise. On to the 4Ks. Now, this was a Black Friday sale. CD-ON in Sweden releases physical media throughout the Nordic countries, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. So it is the same editions we get here in Denmark. And they had 10 4K titles for 1,000 Danish kroner. And that's around, I want to say, $130. And with every 4K title here in Denmark being at least 250 Danish kroner on release, that's around, I want to say, $35. 1,000 Danish kroner or $130 is a steal. I'm getting pretty much half the releases for free. So I've been stocking up whenever they have that sale. And with that sale, I have decided not to go out and buy too many new releases at full price. So far, I've noticed that they do have that sale at least 3 times a year. So I'm gonna wait for those sales and then just hoard up on 4Ks. So I have a stack of 4Ks. So let's take the first stack here and start off with a Last Action Hero, or the Last Action. Oh yes, no, it is just Last Action Hero, not even the. Great Schwarzenegger movie, way ahead of its time. Really enjoyed it, still do. I'm just gonna somewhat skim through them, not to make the video too long. Venom, had the steelbook, sold it, added it to the basket during the sale. I'm not the biggest fan of the Venom movies, but here I am buying them again. Shawshank Redemption, one of the greatest movies ever made. Mainstay in the collection, at least in my mind. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's a Disney title, a classic Disney title. Very good movie, but it's quite fun to see. Well, I don't know if it's fun to see the effect Disney Plus has on Disney physical media, because the Disney titles get cheap rather fast now here in Denmark. This came out and went straight into the sale. I mean, now that I'm thinking of it, I even do believe that it was the pre-order that went straight into the sale. It wasn't out when I originally made the order yet, and I still got it in that sale. There's plenty of Disney titles that go cheap that way, straight into the sales. So, Monster Hunter, not a great movie, but much like Godzilla vs. Kong, it's just one of those movies. Put it on, crank the volume, have fun with it, turn your brain off. Popcorn movie again, I guess. I don't know the games. I've never played the games, so I can't relate to the games. But I had fun with this one. Again, not a great movie, just fun popcorn movie. A Quiet Place 2. Great franchise. I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed this franchise. I haven't seen any of them at the cinemas. With as little dialogue that's in these movies, well, it's called A Quiet Place for a reason. I kinda wanna be alone in my own space, not being disturbed by anybody. So I decided to watch both of them at home, and I really enjoyed them. And I'm so glad that we're getting both a spin-off and a third sequel, or second sequel, I guess. Yeah, you know what I mean. Great franchise. Mad Max. Also brand new titles that went straight into the sale, and not even being Disney titles. But I enjoy this franchise. I've never been the biggest. It's not a must-see franchise, but I enjoy the movies. Mad Max Road Warrior. Now technically I could have put this one in a different month, but it was included in the sale. I paid for it this month, but because of the audio issue that was on this release originally, this got recalled before it was released here in Denmark. Hell, not even Denmark, Sweden rather. So I paid for it this month and got it 2 or 3 months later because of the replacement disc they had to make, I guess. But for whatever reason, of the 4 movies in the franchise that Mad Max 1, 2, and 3 came out at the same time, this one does not have Danish subtitles. And by that, this one isn't released here in Denmark. 1 and 3 got released here in Denmark, not the second one, simply because there's no Danish subtitles. Thankfully, I don't need the subtitles, so I had no problems picking up the Swedish edition. And it does match. As you can see, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, the third one. Not a great movie, but it's in the franchise. See, they do match up nicely on spine and everything. But for whatever reason, they decided not to put Danish subtitles on the second one, so we didn't get it here in Denmark. Same company, I don't get it. Mad Max Fury Road. I really enjoy Road Warrior, but I might actually say this is my favorite of the franchise. And this one has been out since it originally got released. I just never got around to picking up the 4K, so decided to do it when I got the other 3. Mortal Kombat, the reboot, has good sequences. I have fun with the movie, but I was still let down or disappointed by it. I'll still take the original 90s movie over this one. I was let down by this. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't have as much fun with this as I did expect. Hopefully, if we do get a sequel, that'll help a little bit. And next up, Equalizer. Great franchise. I already had the second one, so of course I had to get the first one too. And I'm looking forward to the third one. This is still my favorite of the 2 we have. The first one is just a tad bit better than the sequel in my mind. Next stack. I told you guys I had a stack of 4Ks. Ghost in the Shell. Had the steelbook, sold it. Needed to fill my quota in this sale, so added this one. Like the animated movie way more than this, but this is an okay movie. Nobody. Great movie. Highly enjoyed this one. But then I do really like the John Wick franchise too, so not a big surprise. I am a Better Call Saul fan, so this was a no-brainer to watch in my mind, and still is to this day. A Clockwork Orange. Haven't seen this in ages. I've been hearing other people talk about it quite a bit recently, so well, at the time I bought this rather, and I decided to include it. I really do need to get around to it again, but I do believe I've said before that I put a lot more emphasis on trying to watch the movies I've never seen before over the rewatches. So one of those I need to get around to. Casino. Great movie. Absolutely must have in my collection, in my mind. I love the gangster movies Scorsese put out. Goodfellas is still my favorite, but Casino is up there too. And Irishman hopefully will get up there eventually as it grows a bit older. I've seen it a few more times. Had the Steelbook, sold it, so of course I had to get the standard edition. Jungle Cruise, another Disney that went straight into the sale. Hadn't been out for all that long when this came out, or the sale started rather. Again, not a great movie, but I still enjoyed it. It's one I have no problem putting on again. Maybe as background noise, I guess. But no. I can easily watch this movie again. It was a fun Disney movie. Bad Boys. I love this trilogy. So far trilogy. I do hope we get the fourth one. And according to Martin Lawrence, what happened didn't stop us from getting the fourth one. And that's all I'll say about what happened. Again, we don't talk about that. Bad Boys. Good movie. Really good movie. But I enjoy Bad Boys just a tad bit more. Yes, Bad Boys 2 is my favorite in this trilogy. I love this movie and I have an absolute blast with it. And I don't get people not liking this all that much, really. I can see it being long. The length of it is a bit long, but it goes by fast for me. I love this movie. Bad Boys for Life, a really good comeback. At first, I was a bit not let down, but I didn't like it nearly as much as I hoped I would the first time I watched this. I don't know what I was expecting, but I have grown to really enjoy this since I've been able to watch it a few more times at home. It's right, it fits right in there with the collection. I do wish they would have kept the title for the fourth one though. I would have liked a movie before this script. I would have liked a movie that fit in between 2 and 4. The jump for me might have been too big, I guess. I could put as one of the reasons why I was a bit let down. But let's see where they take the next one. Well, yeah. Overlord. Great movie. Highly enjoyed this one. Just put it on, turn up the volume, and hear all the explosions. I enjoyed this one. Fast and Furious 9. I don't believe this was included in the sale. I actually do believe I pre-ordered and paid full price for this. It has been in a sale since then, but who cares now, I guess. I have it. It's in the collection. Had the rest, so of course I had to get this one too. And yes, it's over the top. It's nowhere near as good as the earlier, or at least the first one. But I still have fun with the franchise, no matter how over the top they go. And I'm always looking forward to the next one. last two single disc 4Ks. Maniac Cup 2 from Blue Underground. Again, I love this trilogy. I grew up with Maniac Cup way more than I ever did with Freddy, Michael, or Jason. So, again, nostalgia, I guess, could come into play here. I love this trilogy. So, of course, when Blue Underground was gonna release 2 and 3 on 4K, I was gonna pick them up. I already had the Blu-rays that Blue Underground also put out, but again, another easy upgrade for me. And same case with the sequel, Maniac Cup 3 from Blue Underground. Sadly, it doesn't look like we'll ever get the first one on 4K. That is my favorite of the trilogy, and the one I would want the most. But what are you gonna do? I still had to upgrade. And then finally, the big boy of this update, Evil Dead, the Groovy Collection, having Evil Dead 1 and 2 and Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, 2 and 3. And luckily we are getting Army of Darkness and Evil Dead the remake on 4K from Scream Factory in the near future. Well, it might, I don't remember the date, but it might be out by the time you see this. But I still had to get this edition. I was missing the first one on 4K, and I sold the steelbook for the second one, so I decided to get this box set. So, see, where's the string? Let's get it out and put that off to the side. So, groovy. And you have this book style case. Evil Dead 1 and 2 on 4K. Evil Dead 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1. Make sure I get them correct. Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2. Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3. I was so bummed out that it got cancelled, this show. I really enjoyed this show, and of course it ends on a cliffhanger. And then a special features disc, I would assume. And nothing on this side. Yeah. Groovy. Who doesn't love Bruce Campbell? That's a great franchise. So, that's it for my November 2021 collection update. Please do hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out.